At the dawn of time, single-celled creatures emerged from the primordial ooze to colonize the Earth. The fertile soil they found was beautiful, dangerous, and wild. However, it was also super lame because they didn't have the concept of numbers with which to rate things. Now, in the year of our spaghetti monster in the sky, 2025, two intrepid brothers have come forth to solve the world's problem. No longer will items go unrated. No longer will everyday objects escape the rule of numerical law. This is Review Everything.
Hello, and welcome to Review Everything, the podcast where we take all of Cthulhu's mighty creation and put a number to it so the old gods don't get too big for their britches. I am Ashton Macaulay, an amateur monster hunter and author of mid-list fiction, data scientist, and holder of many opinions. Across from me, digitally as always, this guy. Who are you?
Was that a dig on me because I'm one of the 7 old gods?
I mean, I'm just here to please Cthulhu. It's nothing personal.
Okay. I'm Conor from work. I am your millennial burned out tech worker guru. I'm a living boy. I'm a boy who came to life. I used to be made out of wood, not like Pinocchio, you assholes. A different boy, a different wooden boy. And I'm here now, and I'm not going back. You breathed life into me, and you can't take that life away from me, can you, Geppetto, you fucking coward? And I'm here to do a podcast with my friend Ashton.
You're not Pinocchio, but you are born of Geppetto. So you're one of the other wooden boys. The ones they don't talk about. The ones that Guillermo del Toro would do his sequel about.
I'll give you one more hint.
Yeah.
Big claw? One big claw? One little
big
claw.
One little claw. This hint doesn't do anything for it. Listeners, if you know which old god Conor is, help me out. Because if we say his name backwards, we might be able to send him back to the Shadow Realm. But
don't send me back. Also, the Shadow Realm sounds cool as hell.
I mean, it might be. You never know. We'll find out. But before we get into it, I've been doing a lot of research on the algo, and I'm weirded. Oh, look at he's drinking on the podcast.
We're sponsored.
Yeah, maybe we could get an alcohol sponsor. So what I'm about to talk about, I think, will lead us to get more sponsors, and I think we need more seasonal content.
Okay.
I've been watching the algo. Weirdly, the puppet bit has not played as much as I would hope. Which is shocking for Dr. Hans Berger, and it doesn't mean he's not coming back. You people should eat these fucking puppets up. This is for you. But we had Bloom in July, and I feel like that did a lot for us. Outback Steakhouse was sending us bloomin' onions every day, and I had my fill. I don't know if you had your fill, but I think we need to start claiming more months for ourselves.
Well, so I think both of us think that Blooming July was incredible. How did you feel about Bussin' August? Because there were some highs and lows.
I wasn't bussin' August. I didn't realize we were doing it. So I mean, is this the opposite of No Nut November? Is bussin' August?
Are you talking about Jay Often? Are you talking about sex stuff?
I mean, you said bussin'.
Bussin' is that's a state of mind. That's not some sort of.
Oh, I see. So you are bussin'. Interesting. No, well, okay, so I wasn't busing in August. I feel like I missed out on August, but September's a golden opportunity because it's right before spooky season and we can make it whatever we want. And I always kind of think it's season of the bits, where we just try a bunch of bits. Every episode is new bits, and we just do bits, and that's it. It's a lot of bits. Season of the bits. That's my pitch.
What do we do each time when we do the intro? I feel like we have.
It's kind of a bit. I feel like the puppets are bits.
Whoa.
USB Consortium's a bit.
More elaborate set pieces.
Yeah, maybe September's set piece September. Has a nice ring to it. So we just come in fucking hard with a set piece every episode. We rock in and then explosions happen.
My desires are always bigger than my commitment. But one of the things I wanted to do today was to do a live Cacio Pepe cooking show with you. And I would just try to speed run Cacio Poppy. And then the other one was, I was going to make a song. I didn't do those two things. But
yeah,
I like
that's the hardest thing. It's hard about these bits. Set Piece September has potential because it could force us to get into some of these bits. Because I would watch you speed run Cacio Pepe. That sounds good.
And not that shitty frog from 4chan. That's a different one, guys. I'm talking about pasta dish.
Cacio Pepe is different. But this is Review Everything. Do you have anything you want to talk about before we get into this week's topic?
Man, so I've been reading a lot about sauces today, trying to think of fun sauce things, and I did have something. It's more on the real side, or I want it to be. It's not quite a bit. How do you feel about Anthony Bourdain's heel turn in the last year of his life before killing himself? I assume. Hold on. I assume as a white guy who enjoys to cook in Seattle, you are an Anthony Bourdain super friend. I assume it has come up. I'll just shut the fuck up for a second because I am talking. I assume that you are a super fan and Anthony Bourdain was instrumental in your life in a number of ways, including how you see the world, it being okay that the world is shitty, like having a deep cynicism at the same time that you're looking for hope and delicious things and conversations, especially in the last 10 years of his career. It was really about learning about the people that he was visiting and their cultures and things. And so I'll pause that. You can give me your background on Anthony Bourdain, but then I want to know. So how do you really feel about that heel turn in the last year? Because I think about it and I don't know how to feel about it.
So I know he killed himself. I know he does food, and that's honestly about it. But I'm gonna take a wild stab at what his heel turn was.
Okay.
Without knowing, and so I think that Anthony Bourdain used to put a lot into the restaurant industry, and then in the last year of his life, he decided I'm gonna start taking a little something out, and he started embezzling from every restaurant that he visited. And like, we're not talking money, we're talking ingredients. And he was on his way to making this really big sandwich of stolen ingredients, like a Yogi Bear style sandwich, but then some of them rotted, and that's why he killed himself.
Wow. This isn't going to play well, I think, on YouTube at all.
It might not. It might not.
Okay. You're way less familiar with Anthony Bourdain. And I think for the type of conversation I wanted to have, you speculating or guessing, especially in Yogi Bear fashioned thievery, isn't necessarily that combo. And so maybe we just move forward.
I mean, I'm here for it. If you want to talk about it, we can cut it later.
I mean, but if you don't have a deep personal relationship with this person on TV, then we can't have that. We can't have it. So
that's
we
fair.
just move on.
I know jack shit about Anthony Bourdain.
How about this? I'll trade you. I'll bring some energy back to it, and I will kick it off. My first item is an activity. It's not an item that we're going to rate at all, and you better not. But I have an activity.
Before we get your item, what's the category?
What
are we rating today?
I thought you said it. Today is going to be a saucy day, y'all. We are doing things that can be sauced, perhaps our sauce, that are saucy, perhaps places that we have gotten lost in the sauce. Yeah, any of those are valid.
Sauce. The theme today is sauce. It's all about sauce. All right. So we're not, you have something that we're not rating. It's not an item.
It's not an item.
But it is interactive.
It's an interactive.
Leaning into season of the set piece already. I like it. Set piece September.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. I have a quiz for you. I want a baseline on your understanding of sauces, culinary sauces, for the most part. I think they're all actually, this is a very serious quiz based on sauces. And so I'm going to give you a sauce, and I think they get harder as we go. I say the sauce, and you say the primary ingredient of the sauce. Like, what is the ingredient that makes that sauce a unique sauce?
Interesting. Okay, this is good.
2 rounds, and then it's done. And then we'll give you some points, okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to start off super fucking easy. If you don't get this, you should KYS. Hollandaise.
Okay. All right. I'm ready. The high stakes.
Yeah, hollandaise, asshole. Let's go.
Hollandaise. Cream.
Wrong. Butter and egg. Pesto. Easy. Come on, man.
Pine nuts.
That'll be okay. What's the thing that makes it green?
Basil.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not doing that. Romesco.
I have no idea. What the fuck is well, hold on. So Ray Romano, Ray Romesco, Italian.
Deborah.
I'm on a sitcom in the 90s.
Okay.
Garlic.
Okay. What if I told you this was a Spanish sauce and a pretty core Spanish sauce?
Tomato.
Red peppers.
Okay. Yeah, it was red. My sauce knowledge is bad.
I'll give you ponzu. Japanese sauce.
Soy.
Yuzu. How about chimichurri? What's the green thing in chimichurri, you idiot?
Fuck. I know chimichurri's good too. Pepper.
Parsley. Salsa verde. Think. Do some critical thinking on this one.
Green tomatoes.
What are they called?
Or tomatillos. Tomatillos.
I think I may have gave you that one. Okay. You did dog shit on the base ones, and so we're gonna ramp it up.
Okay.
All right. I had anticipated.
It's not good. I feel like I'm gonna have to K myself at any moment here.
Man, I don't want to see you KYS. Like, I love YS.
Yeah,
I don't want YS to die.
I'm not stoked about this. I love sauces too. I've eaten all these sauces. I couldn't tell you what's in them.
All right. So you have a chance. This is the final round.
Well, I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna like Sherlock. I'm gonna go to my mental place. All the sauces are laid out in front of me.
Okay.
I can analyze them with my tongue laser. I'm ready.
Did you say analyze? Okay, analyzer. Let's go. This is your chance, and it's not going to happen now that I have solved the baseline.
No, it's gonna happen. I got this.
Okay, this is for you to be crowned mother of sauces.
I'm 100% it.
This quiz is only about mother sauces, and so
Mm.
same deal. And then we have a wrap up question.
I know what mother sauces are, so this is gonna go great.
Okay, let's go. Let's start with the hard part then. Out of the 5 mother sauces, name 2 of them, and you can have the first half of the title, just mother. These are the classic French. This is almost in every French dish has one of these 5 sauces in it.
Okay, French. We're talking French for sure.
Yes, the French mother sauces. Yeah.
I know French. I studied
Okay.
French. Okay, French mother sauces.
I'll give you a hint. One of them was one we've already did. I did it by accident.
Hollandaise.
Yep. Okay. You only need one more. And I'm really
Okay.
hoping for the name, but if you give me the vibe, we can talk about it.
Look, they're related, but bechamel.
Hell yeah, you got it. All right.
Yeah.
Right now, you're just mother of, not sauces. This is your chance. Okay. Let's start with bechamel. What is the primary ingredient of bechamel?
Okay. So in hollandaise, it was egg and butter. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's probably also butter.
Butter is it.
Yeah.
Bechamel is like a roux. And so does that help? Like what the primary thing would be?
No.
Okay, it's flour. You are the worst. Let's go to the
One of my best friends is like, she really likes cooking, and if she hears this, she's gonna absolutely murder me.
I can't believe you didn't
She will
know
come to
any
my
of
house
these.
with a knife. Look, I don't know how to make sauces. Well, I know how to make them, all right, but I don't know their names. I just know the sound they make when they kill a man, all right?
Based on your understanding of ingredients, I also don't think you know how to make good sauces. Okay, next one, velouté.
The fuck is a velouté? So
It's a-
that's I know what this is. That's a ketchup-based sauce. So
Ooh,
you take
we get to talk about ketchup later, and you don't know what ketchup is.
it's a ketchup-based sauce. So you take
It's
a little
light
bit of
stock,
ketchup.
you dummy. Nope. I'm going to cut you off. I don't know how to say this one. It's brown sauce. Espinole?
Brown sauce. Okay.
Yeah, brown sauce.
So I'm thinking of things that are brown. It's LBM. It's a mushroom. It's a
LBM.
mushroom-based sauce.
Little man. Yeah. No, it's just brown stock. So veal or beef and brown roux.
Yeah.
Hollandaise you got. This one, you have a chance. A tomato sauce.
Well, obviously tomato.
Tomatillos, strangely enough.
What?
No, you did it. So you are mother of. And
Yeah,
what,
I did it.
What you're the mother of, we will find out later because it sure as fuck isn't sauces.
I'm real good at fucking sauces, is what I learned.
Oh, yuck. All right. That was a quiz that did not go well. And I should have used the fact that you didn't know who Anthony Bourdain was as a data point for this activity. But I had a lot of fun. And now I know more about you.
I am saucy. I don't know much about sauce, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Should we move into some items?
Heck yeah. You got your first item. That was my first item.
Let's talk about it. And maybe this will contextualize why I don't know sauces, because I'm about to talk about some absolutely like rip shit sauces that are like really fucking bad for you, but they're good. So my first item is Buffalo Wild Wings. When I say Buffalo Wild Wings, what comes to mind?
All right. It's a place that socioeconomically I avoid.
What does that mean? Socioeconomically avoid.
It's a place that has chicken, but the one time I went there, I really couldn't find anything I would still wanted to eat. And the last thing I know about it is probably good for watching football. And they probably got a lot of screens.
But actually, like, it's interesting. You were correct. It does have a lot of screens. It does have a lot of things that are probably questionable for some people to eat, just not myself.
Okay.
And I will say some of this is nostalgia because I haven't gone to a Buffalo Wild Wings in a long time because I really
Was this like a college haunt? Like, who goes to BBWs?
Well,
BW Dubs. B-dubs?
maybe we should start.
BWWs?
B-dubs.
Okay.
B-dubs.
BBWs is something different.
I'll kind of start with my origin story with Buffalo Wild Wings. The very first time I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'll paint a picture for you.
Mm-hmm.
In college, we would come home for a break and we would go play laser tag. There's a place south of Portland called Oregon City. There's a place called Ultrazone. It is a 2-story laser tag arena, and on Friday nights you could play unlimited laser tag for $30.
Your childhood was rad, man.
It was, so this is college, which was like, there were some college kids, but it was mostly high school kids. So we were going back to like rec high school kids at laser tag, and we would play from
not cool. Not
well, so it was at the point where we were 1 year apart, so it wasn't really like there was a certain point where we had to stop going because it stopped being fun. We're like, okay, this is not fun.
It's also sad to have to like go back. Like you transitioned, you went through the liminal space, and then you chose to traverse back into hanging out with babies, knowing that in college you were a baby too.
They need laser tag for adults,
All
man.
right.
That's true. They do because laser tag's fucking fun. Anyways, unlimited laser tag, $30. We would play from 8 to midnight, like straight. Come out drenched in sweat because those places are fucking hot, and you're running around shooting lasers. And then we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
It was me, my friend Michael, and Braden. We would all go together. And I had never been. And I was just introduced to a world of sauces that go on top of chicken that make it so you don't really taste the chicken. You're just there for the sauce.
Sure. Well, I don't hate it.
And also, like, one of my primary introductions to, like, oh, there are spicy things that I cannot eat. But so Buffalo Wild Wings, if you have not been, the concept is you just order a shit ton of wings, and then you get to pick sauces. And based on how many you order, you can pick multiple sauces.
Okay.
But they have a limit. Like, it used to be you could get, like, 4 wings of a given sauce, but I think they've upped it to, like, 6 or 8 because it's not efficient for them.
Man.
Because the way they make these wings and the sauce is they just chuck them in giant buckets and spin.
Yeah.
But, okay, they're good, man. They're delicious. We got like sweet barbecue, teriyaki, honey mustard, Parmesan garlic. That's a goat. Parmesan garlic sauce and beat up dubs, like creamy chicken. I love it. Classic. You know, you got spicy garlic, Asian zing, Caribbean jerk, Thai curry, hot, mango habanero. And then you have blazing.
Okay.
And the blazing wings are the ones where if you eat 12 without water, I think it's 12, you get them for free.
Wait, do they only have one level of super hot? Because some of the
Yes.
places have like multiple waivers and things. I've been to one of those.
This is just one. There's just one, and it's if you eat all 12 without water, they're free. And we tried that challenge so many times and couldn't do it because it was fucking rough, man. Like, they hurt. And I mean, this was when I was a teenager, like, and I'm even worse with spice now, so probably not. But anyways, they also give you like a little bit of vegetables. They give you some carrot sticks and some celery so that you can feel like an adult while you eat these things. And in grad school, we would go there like really late at night after grading papers and stuff. And we would usually get free wings because they would always fuck up our order. And anytime they mess up your order, they just leave the wings that they messed up and you get to eat more.
Nice. Yeah.
Somebody one time chanted, "Make it legal" at me while I ate 18 wings, which is kind of gross, but I did eat 18 wings that night, which was pretty fun.
These are boned wings.
I eat them boneless because I'm a child.
Yeah.
I don't like. Well, I
At
mean,
this
I
point,
don't eat wings anymore because I don't eat meat. But like the when I would go there, I never liked bone stuff, so I would just eat boneless wings. And then they recently got cauliflower wings, so I think I am gonna go back just because it's
I'd
like if
go.
the point is the sauce,
No, let's
then,
DoorDash.
like, you might as well.
Can we DoorDash
Yeah.
it? I don't want to go to one.
Ooh.
I'll eat them with you.
That's really interesting because I don't think these travel well. But in grad school, again, I used to take the leftover wings back with me, and it was an hour drive to the nearest Buffalo Wild Wings from my college, and then I would eat them in the morning. The last thing I'll say about these wings before we go into rankings is that this was actually kind of a frequent occurrence. I put in my notes one time, but it was more than once.
What was more than once?
So I would eat a lot of wings, right? And then I would wake up the next morning before class, and I would go for a run. And sometimes, if I was a little hungry when I woke up, I'd have a few of the cold wings from the fridge before I left. And I used to live on top of this really big hill. And one time, things were getting a little touchy.
You shit yourself.
They were getting touchy in my intestines at the bottom of the hill. And I had to run a half mile up. And I did not shit myself, but it was very close. And this is something that happened multiple times with Buffalo Wild Wings. Because, like, look, when you have to shit after eating Buffalo Wild Wings, it's not a choice. Like, this is there's an urgency that comes with this. That it's like the wings decide when they want to come out. Like, you decide when they come off the chicken, but they decide when they come out of you.
Is it the sauce? Is it the spicy ones, or is it just?
I think it's a mix of like. It's probably not good chicken. It's probably not good breading. And then, like, also, you just lube it all up with all the sauce. There's a lot of sauce on these things. That's got to just be, like, taking your intestines and, like, honestly, maybe it's good for you. You know, once a month, you just go in and you get a Buffalo Wild Wings flush, and then you come out and you feel better. It's a cleanse.
I don't want a Buffalo one. I have to imagine most of the sauces are, like, canola oil based, like cheap seed oil. By the way, I know we've said this before.
Probably fucking palm oil, if we're being honest. They're probably like just smothered in orangutan blood.
It's oil from trees that they specifically evicted orangutans out of in a rude way. They only gave him like 2 days notice.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Oh, hey, look, I'll say it here. Fuck the orangutans if it gets me my wings. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know what it was about like my upbringing or my family trauma that made me want to eat foods that hurt me, but like it's so ingrained that I have to fight against this daily. Otherwise, I will just eat until it's painful, and I will specifically seek out foods like, okay, today, you know those dill pickle spicy Cheetos that I had 2 weeks ago when we went on vacation together?
Mm-hmm. You ate more of
Yeah,
them?
so they were still in my pantry. The bag was open, not sealed. And then they were stale. And I was like, oh, these are stale. And then I fucking kept eating them, Connor. I ate way too many of them. And now my tummy hurts. And I was wondering why. And it's because I ate stale dill pickle spicy Cheetos. Oh, with that, here's my ranking for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
Oh, no. Do you have any questions?
I do. And
Okay, sorry.
no, that's okay. The blazing sauce. By the way, I don't know if this has changed, but I just brought up the waiver or the contract to do the challenge. And to win the prize, you have to be a Blazing Rewards member.
That is definitely new. There was no... what the
just in
fuck
case.
What the fuck is a Blazing Rewards member?
Well, you obviously need a rewards program if you're a company these days, right? It allows you to track additional information. Very helpful.
Whoa. Unlock more with Blazing status.
Okay, here's
Be
my real
the
question.
first to know. Okay.
You can eat hot things now, and I've seen you do it to your own like detriment. Like, could you do the challenge now easily, or do you have like, are you concerned, or like, there's a question as to could you eat that spice today?
But yeah, no, 100% there's a question about it. It's really hot. Like they make it they wouldn't make money if it wasn't. Like it's painful. I've never had a good experience eating the blazing wings.
Apparently, it's Carolina Reaper based.
Yeah, it's Carolina Reaper and like
now.
vinegar, because it's like a traditional buffalo wing sauce, but add Carolina Reaper into it, and buffalo wing already like just goes right through you. That's made to hurt. So no, I don't think I could do the blazing.
Yeah, no wonder you almost shit yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
it's
look, I
mostly
probably could. I probably could do it, but I wouldn't like it.
I want all these things I want you to do. Okay, give me your rubric.
Okay, so taste 10 is a 10 out of 10 for taste. It tastes really fucking good. Bad tummy feel 3. Yeah, it almost always gives me bad tummy feel. Sauce, I get lost in it, and I still want to go back. Food quality 4. I don't know what's in there, but it's probably not chicken. Sports vibe 1. Too much sports, too many screens, too many loud bros. I would like a quiet wing joint where I could just get my Buffalo Wild Wings and like play a board game with low music. That sounds nice to me. Like your Mox's boarding house, but like even quieter than that. Like a nice little private table where I can get Buffalo Wild Wings. So my final is a 5 out of 10. It's a straight down the middle. Like I feel like it's the platonic neutral Buffalo Wild Wings.
Interesting. What if we all got like aviator headsets and then we went to a public place, and so we can't hear anything, people can't talk to us, but we can communicate to each other, and we sit there and like play D&D.
I actually fucking love that idea.
It's like a silent disco, which is awful. Like that I hate. Who wants to dance in the first place?
I went to a silent disco in Dublin. I did not care for it.
Terrifying.
It was not good. But yeah, so that's a great idea. We should definitely do that. Do you 5 out of 10 feel right to you? You want to argue that up or down?
I don't want to argue it up.
You sure? You sure about that?
I hope. So my plan is, in between now, put whatever score you want. Put 493214. Before now and the time we blow up the rubric, I want you to revisit this wing, and then that would inform what tier it actually ends up in. Because I feel like there's unknown data. You keep bringing all these things that like you haven't done again.
It's true. We also don't have self-flagellation. That's absolutely...
It's definitely self-flagellation.
That's absolutely the category for Buffalo Wild Wings. Notes. Tummy hurt. Still want. Haven't shit myself yet.
So you are famously a fast shitter.
That's true.
Are these still coming out fast, or is that part of it? Does it slow it down for you?
No, it's very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Very gendered. I'm very fast.
Does the Asian Zing wings come out as fast?
I don't think I ever ordered the Asian Zing. Okay, I'm like, look, my go-to order, mango habanero, definitely.
Yeah.
Thai curry, absolutely. Parmesan garlic, a little bit of a warm-up. I like that. And then if I'm still hungry, some classic.
Okay, a history lesson for you. Buckle up, butthole.
I'm ready. Hey, the algo loves history.
Loves
we
history.
could do a history month. We just can't do one of the history months that already exists. We got to do our own.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
going back in time. We're going back to 1883, and I want to talk about Worcestershire sauce. And if you don't like the way I said that, fuck off, because I'm going to say it different every time. And it's mostly going to be on purpose. Because you know what? It's a stupid name because it's some stupid place in England. If that even isn't made up, it's probably made up, right? Like
Can't be real.
Haagen-Dazs. It's like Haagen-Dazs. That's not a real fucking like Finnish ice cream. It's made to sound like it. All right. Let's get going with first say it for me.
Worcestershire
Sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Awesome. What do you okay, can you picture it in your head?
Yeah. It
Tell me
is
yeah,
in a
yep.
very like dark tinted brown bottle. It is plastic wrapped. It is small and it sits in the back of my fridge for the one recipe that I need it for every 2 years.
What role in cooking does it play for you? Or if you were to broaden your thinking outside your pantry and the one dish you use it for, what is it? Is there anything it feels like to you? You know it's British, right? Like
Yeah, I
devastatingly British.
actually didn't know it was British. If I had guessed,
Okay.
I would have said it was like from the South because I think I associate it with like maybe smoky flavor ish.
Huh. Okay.
But I assume it's a flavoring agent because you use
Mhm.
it pretty sparingly when you do use it.
Yeah, and funny enough, I don't know the exact proportions, but the US version is very different than the UK version. Ours is like 3 times the sugar, 3 times the salt, comes in a smaller bottle, has different proportions. And so if you were ever in England and you wanted to use it, just so you know, it's
Interesting.
it's more liquidy. All right. So you know the company, this is kind of important for the story.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just there is a company that makes Worcestershire sauce.
Well, I assumed it's John Lee and William Perrins. The company is what's the name of it? It's like Lee and Perrins.
Liam Parents.
In the branding? Okay, never mind. So I'll kind of just tell you what it is. It is umami for white people. And here's kind of the story. So this is there's like a myth version of it that in doing research today, a lot of people still bring up. And so the kind of the myth or the marketing around it, granted, this is 1830s marketing and later, was that there was his name was Lord Sandys. He was the ex-governor of Bengal, and he had a sauce there that he loved, and he wanted to make it again in England. And he commissioned 2 chemists to do that. And they accidentally made this awful concoction of a bunch of shit. And then 18 months later, they found the barrel and they tasted it. And they were like, we did it! The sun will
Why
never
are there
set
so
on
many
us!
stories like that for like how we
Never
find
set
shit
on
out?
us!
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably isn't that true. Even the Mithras story most likely wasn't true at all. There was no ex-governor of Bengal. Pretty much, this company wanted to create a fish sauce and not call it fish sauce and put their own take on it. And so going back to ketchup, which I learned today. So ketchup is taken from a Chinese word and essentially means fish sauce. Somehow we've ended up using that on the West to describe a tomato-based sauce. And that's happened, I think, in the fairly
I
recent
guess
past.
it's like vinegar based, right? Ketchup. So like kind of like I get the similarity to fish sauce, which is a little bit vinegary, but
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Who knows?
Yeah,
But
and still,
I mean,
that's a
someone
weird
does.
pull.
That's not what we're talking about today. There's a whole
Yeah.
there's a whole other section on ketchups. But ketchups were essentially fish sauces, and they were pretty popular in England. In England, there was already 2 ketchups, and these were, as it makes sense, ways to throw umami at your food in the same way that a lot of Asia did. And in fact, this was probably most like the actual idea of it probably wasn't South Asian. It was Roman and comes from a thing called garum, which is a fish-based sauce that apparently was what's the word for things invented at the same time in different locations. So it didn't actually.
Yeah.
Like that one
Like
wasn't
parallel
trafficked
evolution,
necessarily.
basically.
Yeah. So people were putting fishes in barrels, and they realized after a certain amount of time, it created umami, which is it's a whole nother flavor, right? Like it's one of the
Yeah.
5.
Well, so when you eat it, it makes you say,
Ooh, umami is the way
umami.
I like to say
That's
it.
that's a good thing. Umami.
You're mother of nothing, so you're mother.
I'm the sauce mother. The sauce must flow. I have mastered the 12 sauces of the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, so this was just kind of early marketing, and it turns out, and there's a lot of other products, and I have a couple different other things that kind of fit into this area of deceptive marketing, but really leaning onto the quaintness of colonization. And so even like I think the paper thing around it, The story at some point, I think there was even pictures of the guy on it. But this was essentially used, from what I can tell, or the conclusion that I came to, it was more savory was the word I was going to use. It's more savory, but it's less savory because this is Britain. This is the UK, and their fucking food is watered down, bland garbage. And it was a way to sell fish sauce that wasn't as tangy to white people, and to not call it fish sauce, and to put like a colonizer on it and do it. So in that kind of style, there's a bunch of these things, mostly in the UK, just from the period, but obviously we've done it in the US. We've talked about tiki, which is very similar. In fact, one of the examples that I read today was around pineapple pizza, and
Yeah.
using citrus as kind of this weird kitschy thing. So it really just comes from awesome dishes that have like stewed pork and citrus in it. And so like the pineapple pizza is a kitschy US thing of like, this delicious stuff that this one culture, this brown people do and we don't understand but tastes good. Let's do the shitty version of pizza and sell it to people.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
Let's wreck pizza by throwing pineapple on it.
Yeah, Lee and Perrins, that's the company. Man, I really thought you knew more about food. This has been an interesting. I made some bets, and usually the bets I make
usually
are
pay
pretty
off.
good.
I mean, like, look, I know a lot about food in the sense that, like, I can cook a lot of food. I don't know any of the lore or the theory or the history behind food. I just know what tastes good, and
Why?
like,
Why is that? Like,
weirdly, it's not interesting to me. Like, well, that's not true. I like hearing about it, but it's not organically like something I'm gonna go rabbit hole on.
really? But like food, maybe this is what you got from not watching Anthony Bourdain. I have a follow-up question to that.
Yeah.
That is food is the window into a culture, whether it's sitting down with someone and sharing something that they made, which, creates connection, or the ingredients tell the story and how food has changed of, being taken over or being whatever.
This is very interesting to me, like, especially like this idea of like the fact that Worcestershire comes from cultural appropriation is very fascinating to me.
Well, so that was actually my hope when it was more cultural appropriation and not just the marketing. And so I'm kind of bummed out that this isn't actually because India's huge, lots of cultures. I know a number of their languages, at least two of them, from working with Indian friends. And their food is wildly different across the country, depending on the region. But for the most part, Indians don't use like fermented fish and stuff. And so even the idea that the sauce, like they use anchovies, that's not a thing. Oh, and so this one's a little bit speculative, but they found in 2009 outside of a dumpster, they found a manifest of the ingredients, and it turns out that they actually just buy soy sauce and put it in their thing. And so it's really what it is it's English soy sauce where they throw some other shit in there that feels exotic, like tamarind and something, and like cloves, and then they put it in a barrel. Going back though, my question was were you ever into a primarily a travel cooking show, or that was never a thing you got into?
Never a thing.
Man, no wonder you're so ignorant.
I've never watched any sort of travel. Like my cooking programs are like Chopped and Cutthroat Kitchen.
You're fucking basic, dude.
Then my travel stuff is sort of happening.
Kendall, this guy's a bimbo.
That was my open the door on me.
Rude. Okay, so let me give you a couple more of these examples, and then we can get to a rating. Is there anything that pops into your head that feels like this, American or U.S.?
Like as far as like us taking something and trying to make it our own?
We turn it into a shittier version. So usually what happens is...
I feel like a lot of our teriyaki sauces feel that way, where we've just taken like the sauces, like we've basically just taken teriyaki and like added more and more sugar to it.
Man, your ignorance really is showing. So teriyaki is a modern dish invented by a Asian man in Seattle, like in the 70s or 80s.
The fuck, are you serious?
Yeah. You can go
Teriyaki's from here?
Yeah, the guy, I forget his name. I want to say Shiro, and I know that's a sushi guy, but Shiro is a fairly common name.
Yeah.
But this guy lives in Seattle, and he still has one of the restaurants open. He only runs one of them. He sold all the rest, and he made teriyaki up. Obviously, it's based off of, any number of dishes where you have,
This does say place of origin Japan, but it was adapted for fast food meals in Seattle.
So the word teriyaki, I thought, was actually unique to this Americanized dish, but I could be wrong.
So maybe that is our version of, maybe teriyaki is our cultural, because it's the fast food version of whatever teriyaki used to be in Japan.
It's definitely sweetened. It's made for different palates. Feels a little bit better because I think it was a Japanese man who did it. But that was a great one. Okay. And then we talk about the U.S. Another good example was pineapple pizza, chop suey, General Tso's. Again, some of those were made by Asian people, which we won't say
I'm
on the
assuming Kung
podcast.
Pao chicken, probably the same.
Dude, you can't say Kung Pao chicken. All right. So there's a dish called Coronation Chicken that started getting popular in the 50s. And it's essentially the floppiest, whitest, limpest version of curry that you can get. And so it's cold chicken and mayo with UK's curry powder, which I think we talked about this when you did another time that you blasted your body with spicy food as a teenager eating vindaloo. Vindaloo is actually one. Vindaloo in the UK just means spicy curry. It's a totally different dish like anywhere else. But if you go to the UK, vindaloo just means you're getting curry and it's hotter.
Interesting.
UK is also famous for like their curry powder, which is a India in a jar thing that they made up that tastes like curry is any number of things. And I think it just generally means my Indian friends call it gravy. It's a spicy gravy that can have different ingredients in it and be used in different things. But in the UK, curry powder is this tepid, gross, tangy yellow thing that they put on fucking anything. It's wild.
Sometimes, you get it on like chips, like chips is in French fries and chips is in chips.
You have like a proper fry shop in the UK. I don't think that's what they call it, but you buy a bag and
a chipper.
And they throw.
I went to a chipper when I was in Dublin. They make a spice bag.
Yeah, spice bags. Yeah, but that's like curry, right?
Yeah, well, it's like it can be. It can be all sorts of stuff. It can be curry spice. The one I had, they basically put like gravy and cheese and curry on it. It was very good.
Yeah, so I'll stop there. But that was a quick tour of some of the fun ways that colonization can lead to new foods that are tailored to the colonizers. And in this case, the mealy mouth fucks needed damp, mealy ass food to put in their mealy mouths, broken ass teeth face.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Way more than I ever for a sauce that sits in the back of my fridge. That's super interesting. I have a question. It's not exactly related to Worcestershire, but it came up for me when you were talking, and I need you to do this as fast as you possibly can.
Okay.
So, okay, there's a big stone mountain in front of you.
Ooh,
okay, and somebody says you're gonna carve some shit into this. You're gonna make Mount Saucemore.
Yeah,
you got 4 sauces you're putting on the mountain. What are they? And we'll put an AI graphic up of Mount Saucemore.
The 5 mother sauces, easy. Brown
sauce,
tomato sauce.
Mount Rushmore? I thought there was 4. How many presidents are on Mount Rushmore?
Didn't we talk about Mount Rushmore sucks?
I mean, yeah, of course it does.
It's so small.
It's 4. It's 4 presidents.
So 4 sauces.
4 sauces.
Guy Fieri. I'm going to change the question. Guy Fieri, Anthony Bourdain, Mario Batali was on there, but they had to scrape his head off after he got canceled. But there's been a culture war happening for the last 10 years to get Mario Batali's face back on Sauce Mount Rushmore. And this lady she's so tiny. She has a giant head and she sounds Italian, and I forget her name.
Marie Child? Julia Child? Julia Child?
It was Giada the whole time. Very first hit.
Nice. Nailed it.
Do you want to see Giada's head? Okay.
Share Giada's head with me. While you're pulling that up, I'll tell you what my Mount Saucemore is, and I think it'll make you angry. And statistically, that does well for us. So definitely going to be mayo. We're gonna throw mayo up on the left, then Cholula right next to it. No, actually, no, Valentina. Valentina goes next to it. Mrs. Buttersworth is the third one, and then guacamole is the 4th. This is just pictures of her head. I hate this.
What was your last one?
A guacamole.
So I want to push you on guacamole because I don't think guacamole is I think she's gorgeous. Like I have appendages that are smaller, bigger than normal. I think her head is great for TV. That's a TV head. I think she's a very beautiful woman. I just think it's interesting how big her head is in proportion to her body.
And you're right. Guacamole wouldn't be on there as far as my sauces. I think I'd make the 4th one probably ketchup. Oh, mustard. Fuck ketchup. Mustard. Stone ground mustard. Get spot number 4. Lock it in.
These are condiments. I don't.
Yep.
Okay.
You heard me. That's my Mount Saucemore. Come at me. I'm gonna make a graphic for it. I'll send it to you.
I don't think you're a good cook.
You've never had my food.
No, I know.
I've never cooked for you.
So in my head, I had you as a capable cook and someone who enjoyed it. Based on our conversation today, the dumb things you shared and have not shared, don't I don't think that you're actually a very good cook.
Hey, I tell you what, I make food
Yeah.
that tastes good, and that's what counts. Hey, rate this for me.
Okay. We don't have an edibles category, and I don't consider this self-flagellation. I didn't see. Do you have a thing that you think it would slot into?
Ooh, interesting. Well,
was that-
so what's the final item?
Wacky history. All right, let's do a wacky history. The score is a 4.369. Do you want to fight me on that?
It was interesting. Like, I kind of want to know more about it. So yeah, I would want to bump it up a little bit. Can we do a 5.369?
5.2432.
5.2432.
Hmm.
That seems right. Okay, notes. Appropriation, fish, and time.
It
That's
just
the
seems so
secret-
wild that like you had already solved the problem, but the problem wasn't the item, it was how people thought about it. And so the reason why this thing worked out is because they marketed it correctly, and it became UK's fish sauce without people having to think they were having fish. 'Cause that sounds kind of gross.
Yeah, is like, I mean, there's so many other good sauces that you could do that, like, I don't understand.
By the way, just instead of using that shitty Worcester cheddar, just use fish sauce, which I assume you have in your pantry and you use it more often.
Actually, don't.
You don't
well,
have-
no.
I know you're a bad cook.
But because like no meat, don't cook with meat very often.
So, if anything, that tells me that you should be using fish sauce more often, unless you consider fish sauce meat.
Yeah, I do. I would consider a fish sauce a meat. It's
not
made with
vegan.
meat.
You're
It's
not
made with fish.
You're not vegan.
No, I'm not. I'm not vegan. But like, you know, most of the time, try not to eat meat. But yeah, we don't have fish sauce. They don't cook with it very often. I don't make fancy shit, man. I make like very basic. Like I make a good pasta sauce. I mean, stir fry. Everything's pre-made. I'm not making my own stir fry sauce.
What, you're
Just
not?
chopping up. No,
What are you talking about?
I just use bottle of stir fry sauce.
Man, that's boring.
Yeah, I mean it's delicious.
I mean,
I don't have any problem with that.
all you need is like an orange and some honey and some soy sauce, and you got.
Yeah, that sounds like so many steps, man.
You're a bad cook. All right, take us home. What is your last item?
My last item, and I think this is really going to turn it around for you
Mhm.
because it's something that I think you love.
Oh,
It's hot ones.
I fucking forgot already that we were going to talk about. I did at least half an hour of research on Sean Evans today, trying to find things to hate about him, things that I tried to give you the Sean Evans treatment. And I wanted to go deep. I wanted to ask the best questions, the most meaningful questions. I want to do the deepest cuts, and I got nothing for you. So you educate me right now on Sean Evans and hot ones, please.
Well, okay, so I don't really have. There's not much education to this. It's just that I like it. So, we've talked about you don't think Sean Evans is a great interviewer. That's fine, but it's amazing to see how far this brand has gone and like where it started. So, like,
Mhm.
just having the concept of like we're gonna have a show where we're gonna make celebrities hurt. And we're gonna do it for 25 minutes a week, and like then we're gonna build an entire fucking sauce-based empire out of this. Is incredible. The sauces that have come out of that show, legitimately delicious. I have 8 in my fridge right now that I use like every day. I had
So-
some stir fry for dinner. I put some of they have a sriracha like that's made with like kimchi and like pickled peppers in it. So good. So good.
So that was in my head, based on what I've read and you and others, the quality of their hot sauces is the one thing that I felt like that they're not full of shit on. And that
Yeah.
even though they sell, which I think is a great angle for that show. Did you know he's the co-owner of First We Feast now? Like a lot of people are saying partly why he's leaning in to the questioning thing, like the deep cuts, is because his end play is like he wants to do late night. It'll be like start with the midnight show if that still exists, and then get there kind of like Conan.
That would be
did,
a
or
wild
Jon
turn
Stewart.
for the late night. Given that late night is dying as an industry, if they pulled somebody off of YouTube,
Mhm.
like that would be really great. And honestly, like his questions, whatever any interviewer's questions are usually a product of their team. And
Sure. Yeah.
whatever you think of him, like his team is fucking phenomenal. Like the deep cuts they get on people. It's actually been happening less lately. I feel like they've dropped off a little bit in quality of their interviews, but like some of the early times you could tell that people were legitimately surprised by the questions this guy was asking them.
Mhm.
And like it just brings me a lot of joy because A, it always looks delicious.
Mhm.
B, I could play along at home if I wanted to.
Cool.
And C, it's good to see rich people in pain. And that's the main point I want to make to you about all this because I think that you could probably resonate with it. These are people who are super, super rich, and we are now dehumanizing them for our
Mhm.
entertainment. We
I
have
do like
made
that.
this one
like
of the
that.
stops you have to do on your press
Yeah.
tour. Like, if you want to promote your movie, you better fucking like go like prostrate yourself before Sean Evans and like rip out your colon on live television. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And people are going to watch it for free. That's the crazy shit.
The other
Like,
thing
it's
I've seen is that because the generational mix of people watching this and how people consume media is that a lot of celebrities are badgered by their children into doing this thing. And so they're getting it from their PR team and from whatever their agent is, and then their kids are being like, "Hey, pussy, go eat some wings."
yeah, and I think it's like it's honestly kind of a sign of where we're at.
Yeah.
As a society, where it's like the younger people coming on the show know exactly what it is. The older people are like, I'm going to show up because people told me to show up. I think like the idea that like I think our media ecosystem is dying, right? And we don't value creativity at all as a society. And it's kind of dark and dystopian, but it's like, yeah, I'll value your creativity if you fucking hurt yourself on TV for me. Like it's like a self-inflicted gladiatorial match where you're just fighting yourself to get your creative work out there and get people to see it. Because it's the only way to get fucking Gen Z and Gen Alpha to pay attention is to hurt yourself in a TikTokable way. And I'm actually coming back around on it because now I kind of hate it at the same time.
No, now I'm coming the other way around because what you've just pitched me on is the Hunger Games, but District 1 are the only players, which I'm like, fuck, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the Capitol. It's just the Capitol playing. And that's the thing is like, the people who get hurt on Hot Ones are not you and me.
Man, I like Chris Evans way more now that I'm thinking of him as like the host for the Hunger Games from the movie.
He is.
Like he's playing a similar role. He has to make it come off as fun, but what they're doing is they're hurting them.
What like props to him. Like that dude has got to have a colon of steel because it would be one thing. It would be more Hunger Games-ish if he didn't eat the wings with them. But the fact that he mirrors the guest. So he does whatever the guest does. If the guest eats every wing to the bone, he eats every wing to the bone. They don't have water. Sean Evans doesn't have water.
I did not see him shove the hot sauce trophy up his asshole past the neck that Steve-O did. So that is not true. He does not do everything that the guest does. Because Steve-O was able to hold out with he said no hands. No hands. He was holding it just with his rectum.
Yeah, look, Steve-O, the Hot One Steve-O is something that just lives rent-free in my head as just like, this person is sick. But have you ever seen Conan O'Brien on Hot Ones?
Yeah, I've watched it twice.
Yeah, like Conan O'Brien rubbing sauce on his nipples and drooling and saying, "Is this what you want, Sean? Is this what you want?" Like I was like, okay, yeah, we got it. We took one thing back from the rich people, okay, and we put them on Hot Ones. Like this is our version. It's reverse gladiatorialism, and I love that. I love to watch it while I eat lunch. I'm eating spicy food. They're eating spicy food. I'm hungry, and I get to eat while they're hungry and they're eating. And I hold out a secret hope that one day I'll be able to do it. Like I would love to do to be
on the show.
Probably not that. There's literally never been a writer on Hot Ones. But just to do the whole thing with wings, like cauliflower wings or whatever. But just to do the Hot Ones challenge.
We can do this.
It's not a high bar.
Hold on a second. The pod we start an LLC, right? Because we have to do this correctly.
Yeah.
So we need to start a rank everything LLC, and then we need to put some money into it, and then we can buy the kit using the LLC, and then we can do the show. I will do the.
We can make it a tax write-off, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then I'll obviously be Sean Evans. I keep wanting to say Chris Evans. I'll be Captain America, and I will ask you the deepest.
So are you going to mirror the guest though?
Fuck yeah, easy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just do what Sean does. He preps for it. Like he has a routine that he does, so it isn't that hard on him.
I think we should Hot Ones each other.
Okay.
We do as much prep as we can with the internet, and then we Hot Ones each other.
We just scream questions like at the same time.
We just yell questions back at each other, and then to put our own spin on it, we rate each other's answers on 1 to 10. Like we rate the questions and we rate the answers. Look, this could be a thing.
Dude,
this sounds like a season of the set piece right here.
I'll do it. That sounds fun.
It's like $100, I think, to get the whole kit.
That's easy. Let's do it. That's free.
And I will say, I've had the Bomb Beyond Insanity before, and that one is fucking gnarly.
No,
rough.
It's gross too.
It's not going to be good.
Okay, so here, let me just give you we don't have to include all this in here because I'm actually coming back around a little bit on Sean Evans, not Chris Evans. Fuck that guy. So here's my critique, and this is, other people have thought this too. He's overly verbose And I think his energy, and it's hard, dude. Like, I'm sure it's a really hard thing to create natural conversation with people you don't know. Like, to your point, you don't even know how much they understand the format and what they're doing here, because sometimes it's just their PR team. Like, that's hard as hell. But as someone who's done 10,000 hours of meetings, I think I can do better small talk and insertions of information or questions that feel more natural than he does. So that's my primary thing.
Yeah, that's fair. He does use his hands a lot, but
It feels too
I enjoy
scripted.
watching him.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think the skill is less in the small talk, and it's more in the being able to endure pain and remain coherent.
Okay, I'm not giving him. So I think that's a good point. I'm not inherently giving him credit for that, because as I watched him, I just feel like he's figured it out. But yeah, you're right. If he's not showing, it's like a dying dog, right? A dying dog doesn't tell you it's dying. That's a thing
When
it wants
Sean
to keep
Evans
to
has
itself.
colon cancer, like
Yeah.
we're all gonna be like, yeah, we should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, we're essentially staring at a dog in its eye as it's taking a shit every time we watch Chris Evans eat those wings, and we don't know that we're the rude ones.
It's true. All right, so rate my rubric: quality content. I said 7 out of 10 because there absolutely are some episodes that are duds. Like, I see some musician, I'm like, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna watch that one. I see somebody who's like an influencer. I'm not gonna watch that one. Eat the Rich, 8 out of 10. Really like it. Like, reverse gladiatorialism, that's neat. Sean Evans, I give him a 10 out of 10 because, I don't know, he's pretty good at it. Sauces, 10 out of 10. I've not had a bad sauce from them. Like, they're all really good. And I keep, like, they're my hot sauce provider. I'm in the ecosystem. Make me hungry, 10 out of 10. Final rating, 9 out of 10. I have a feeling you're going to want to argue me on this one, so that's fair.
How are you assessing when Sean gets a 10? Tell me what does that mean to you?
Let's see. Sean Evans gets a 10 because I think that he's the best person for that job. I don't know if anybody else could do it better.
Okay. And in large part because he can do the same thing the guests are doing without it affecting him.
He can do the self-flagellation and
okay.
maintain coherence.
You know what, Ashton, Macaulay? I love that you love things, man. There was a time in my life where, for some reason, I had to have a point of view, a take on why, if it was cool that someone liked something or if it wasn't cool. And that time has long passed me. I think it is fun to like things. I think you watching this and eating while there, you got this cool parasocial thing going. You also have this weird thing that I want to talk about with you, which I didn't realize. You probably do this with other things too, where you like want to do the activity at the same time other people are doing it on YouTube or something. I think that's weird and fun.
Mostly with food.
Okay, so don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes I'll watch a food show and it makes me hungry, and then I'll get the very best thing that I have in the house, and so I can kind of play along. Chris, I tried to find some garbage on him. He is incredibly private, which I think is funny given that he's so well known for like getting these deep cut questions about people's first periods and things. And so, man, I think he looks better with hair. I think you
disagree. I think he looks like an asshole with hair.
I think you were wrong about that. So go look up Sean Evans with hair. He is handsome. I think it accentuates his chin in a way that his bald head does not. And so, yeah, I want to knock you down 1 point just because I think he looks better with hair.
Let's look at this Sean Evans with hair here.
Oh, there was a childhood shot. Oh, I haven't found that.
I think this guy looks like a dickhead. He actually kind of looks like Ewan McGregor in this.
I do kind of love. Hold on. Hold on. Don't click it. Don't click
This
it.
is
It's a
good.
Facebook. I don't hate that. I think he looks interesting. Conan should not go bald, and he's actually losing his hair.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't. Interesting. Okay.
Sean's isn't a choice. Sean doesn't have the hair left to do it, which I assume.
No, definitely not.
All right. I want to
You want to bump me down? You want to bump me down a peg?
I am
That's
okay.
fair.
When we go to a tier system, this is S tier for you. That's special, and I want you to have this. I don't want you to have too many of them, but this is one that I feel like it really is special to you, so we're good.
I gave it 8.124, and I'm going to make a new category, which is
Okay.
called internet things. And it's just things from the internet.
I thought we had that already.
No, we have tech fuckery and
Oh, never mind. You're right. We did a thing on the internet, but then we put in different categories.
yeah, we did. So maybe internet things is not a good category for it. Internet consumables? Ooh, content?
I like content. Yeah, I think content.
Content makes the most sense. Okay, so content notes, I'm going to put Conor hates Chris Evans.
Sean Evans. Chris Evans is
saucy. I know.
You know. I don't.
but saucy nonsense, good. Like eat with friends at lunch. Perfect. Nailed it. That's it. So we got. Oh wait, no. Do you have one more item, or is that it for this week?
No, the activity was my first item.
Okay. So whoops. So this week top was was hot ones, followed by Worcestershire sauce, followed by Buffalo Wild Wings. I think that's solid pod. Solid pod.
One of my favorite things coming out of the podcast is ideas to do together and to look forward, which
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate, but there's like 7 things that we're supposed to do together. Food things, just like trips, all coming out of this podcast. And sometimes there's a bet on whether or not you live or die, which is super fun.
Yeah, that's always very interesting. I think that I will try and watch a show about cooking internationally and see if I enjoy it.
I'm gonna send you. No, I want you to do this. I will send you one Anthony Bourdain episode,
Okay.
and I want you to watch it. And I don't want to watch it because she's gonna be mean about it.
Okay.
But I'll
That's
send it
fair.
to you.
Okay.
No, I want to watch it. I don't want to hear her take. She's not
That's fair.
not a host on this show. She can fuck off.
All right, really quick before we go, topic for next week. I think it's my turn to pick.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
It is based on my knowledge that we need more seasonal content.
Yeah.
And so I do want to do things that are seasonal.
Things that can be seasoned.
Things that are seasonal.
Mm.
So things that only come around once a season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
things
good.
that
I'm
are
excited.
seasonal.
I
All
hate
right.
Christmas so much. One of mine is going to be hating Christmas, and I have to think about how to do that. But
Your Christmas hatred.
I'm
I
gonna
like that.
I'm gonna
That's
skip
good.
Christmas. I'm gonna fucking knock Christmas down 4 pegs.
I tell you what, I'll do nothing around Christmas. I will do weird seasonal stuff. I guarantee it.
Okay.
All right.
That's pod. Love you.
That's
Bye.
pod. Bye.